Hey you guys, what's up? Darling Bratz Dolls here, and I'm back with another huge Bratz lot restoration video. And just look at how huge this box is. So this is the lot that we're going to be working on today. I paid $100 for it. I won it in a bid. And there are just so many dolls within this lot. I'm just so excited, so let's just get started opening it. So as you can see, I was a little taken back just to see how much stuff was actually in the box. It was just packed with clothes and accessories, so I just started taking it out just to find some dolls. The first one I pulled out was Funk Out Jade, and she was one of the few in pretty great condition. She was wearing Style It Yasmin's top, this pack skirt, and a Rock Angels Yasmin's boots. Speaking of Rock Angels Yasmin, I pulled her out next, and she was wearing Style It Dana's top. The sleeve was cut for some reason, and she's wearing this orange fur shawl, Safari Megan's pants, and I don't know whose shoes these are off the top of my head. Next one I pulled out was Nighty Night Jade, and she was wearing Winter Wonderland Dana's top and scarf, but she was wearing a Mycene Dolls jeans, and I don't know whose shoes these are off the top of my head. Next, I think I pulled an Express It Jade, and she's wearing Play Sports Bowling Megan's top. Okay, so I guess at this point in time I had already taken her clothes off, so I don't really know what she was wearing. And I might as well just let in this disclaimer right now. I'm not going to go through every individual piece of clothing and accessory that I got, but I will give you this video of I laid everything out before I sold it, because I sold most of the clothes, I just didn't need them. This is everything that came with it, so yeah. The next one I pulled out was a nude Winter Time Wonderland Yasmin. I'm pretty sure she still had her original braids in, which I thought was pretty cool, so yeah. Also, I pulled out some Bratz Boys, a Bratz Kids, and some of these little Bratz McDonald's toys. Just stuff that I don't really collect, so here's a video of me just listing it and selling it on eBay. Next, I pulled out Slumber Party Jade with a haircut. Then I pulled Play Sports Dana, an original Yasmin, Tokyo Go-Go Yasmin, Strut It Jade, an original Chloe, Wintertime Wonderland Jade, and another Strut It Chloe. So this is pretty much the aftermath of everything on my floor, and these are all the dolls that we're going to be working on today. When cleaning my dolls, I like to use Dawn dish soap and baking soda to make a sort of paste. All of the doll YouTubers will tell you that this is the best way to get your dolls feeling like brand new. So I'm just going in, scrubbing each doll, trying to get through all the cracks and crevices of each one. Just trying to get rid of all the dirt, and then afterwards going in with some conditioner and then brushing their hair out. And now I'm filling this pot up with water to put over the stove and do some boil washing. So at this point in time, I'll start washing the clothes and accessories. For the harder objects like this boot here, I'll use the baking soda dish soap mixture. But for the rest of the clothes, I just end up filling a bowl with hot water, some soap, and just mixing them around with my hand like a laundry machine, basically. I didn't see it at first, but my Funk Out Jade doll had this weird pink staining on her arms. Luckily, I used my benzoyl peroxide to do some treatment for her outside. I put it on her arms and then wrapped it up in saran wrap and then set her outside. Next, I started working on my Sleepover Jade and the original Chloe because they both had haircuts and needed a reroot pretty bad, so I just started cutting their hair. After this part, I kind of got super lazy, so I just decided to sell them in the end and not reroot them. Alright, so I ended up just styling and dressing them off camera just because it was easier for me. I am happy with the way they turned out, but I don't think I'll be keeping them. This was more of just a fixer-upper collection, especially since they are missing a lot of their original parts and accessories. I just had to use a lot of filler items like this Nighty Night top on the Strut It Jade doll. And for this Tokyo Go-Go Fiona doll, I had to use Tokyo Go-Go Yasmin's clothes because that's all I had. Though you can't really tell And for this Funk Out Jade doll who still has the pink staining on her arms, the benzoyl peroxide didn't do a terrible job, but it did get a pretty good chunk out. I also didn't realize that this Strut-It Chloe doll had damage. Somebody had cut her front pieces off of her hair in the front, and I had just noticed last minute. This Wintertime Wonderland, Yasmin is missing her leg muff, or leg warmer, I guess, but I'm so happy with the way her hair turned out.